Thomas had known hunger. It wasn't the kind of hunger that came from skipping a meal or waiting too long to eat. It was the kind of hunger that gnawed at his ribs, that made his head light and his body weak. He had wandered the streets of his small town, looking for any work that would earn him enough for a meal, but luck had not been on his side. One evening, as he walked past a bakery, the rich scent of freshly baked bread made his stomach twist in longing. He stopped, staring through the window at the golden loaves stacked neatly on the shelves. Just one bite, he thought. Just one piece to ease the emptiness. The bakery's door creaked open, and an elderly woman stepped outside. She had watched the boy standing there, his eyes filled with quiet desperation. "Are you hungry, child?" she asked gently. Thomas hesitated. He didn't want to beg, but before he could answer, the woman reached into her basket and pulled out a warm loaf, the last one she had for the day. "Take it," she said. "You need it more than I do." His hands trembled as he accepted it. The warmth of the bread spread through his fingers, and something even warmer filled his chest. "Thank you," he whispered. "I will repay you someday." The woman simply smiled. When you have the chance, pass the kindness on to someone else. Years passed. Thomas worked tirelessly, never forgetting the taste of that bread or the kindness that had saved him. He learned a trade, saved every coin he could, and eventually opened his own bakery. One day, a frail old woman stepped into his shop. Her clothes were worn, her steps unsteady. She looked around the bakery with longing, but when she reached into her pocket, she hesitated. Thomas recognized her immediately. Time had made her older, but her eyes were the same. Kind, wise, and full of quiet strength. He took the finest loaf from the shelf and placed it gently into her hands. "You once gave me my first meal when I had nothing," he said softly. "Today it's my turn." Tears welled in her eyes. "You've done well for yourself. And I wouldn't have made it here without you," he replied. From that day on, the woman never had to worry about an empty stomach again. Thomas made sure of it. She became a part of his bakery, offering advice, sharing laughter, and watching as he extended kindness to others the same way she had once done for him. And when another hungry child stood outside the shop one evening, staring through the window, Thomas stepped outside, holding a warm loaf in his hands. Because kindness once given never truly ends. It simply finds its way back home. One act of kindness can change a life forever. Never forget those who helped you when you had nothing. True gratitude is shown not in words, but in actions. Kindness given will always return in ways we least expect.